Hey guys, it's me, Trainz here, and I'm back with yet another video. And if you guys are wondering what video is this is a tutorial video of how I put faces on any locomotive, steam or diesel. But for this tutorial, I'm gonna be doing the one with Aiden. And for the first part for the video, I usually have to zoom in on the locomotive that I filmed, and then I hit on photos, and then I use picture-in-picture, and all I have to do is put the face on and drag it right onto the smoke box, so that way it gets covered up. But if the locomotive is moving in an upward position, including on a hill or anything like that, I usually have to move the faces up when the locomotive is moving or something like that. I usually extend the face all the way to where the end of the video is, and I have to cut the end screen recording off, and I have to say, I usually did this in a lot of my Trainz videos, but in idle scenes of locomotives, I usually use IBS PaintX for this, and I usually make my own custom faces and other stuff. I usually have to go through a lot of work of making the faces, but a lot of the faces were already made, so I used them for the faces on the locomotive to see what their expressions are. But I mean, why would a locomotive not have a face and still talk? I mean, it doesn't make sense. But in case if this is a non-faceless engine, well, Aiden, for example, I usually put the faces on the front of the engine, or if I want to use a bit of a ghost effect, I usually let them disappear and just leave a blank smoke box door. And for square diesels, I usually use square faces for this. And for engines that have different faces, I usually put eyes on the windows and the mouth on where the front of the nose of the diesels are. But I can't, it's hard for me to do a diesel locomotive, but it's really simple for me doing a steam locomotive without a face, like Aiden's, for example. I usually draw the face in case if I want to have a different facial look on steam locomotive that have smoke box doors. And I just draw the face and have it saved as transparent. And I just put it picture-in-picture like I did with Aiden right here. And it's really simple. I really gotta say, I'm really impressed that I just wanted to show you guys of how I put faces on the front of the locomotives when they're moving or when they're in idle positions. I usually put expressions on many of the figures that are usually placed in the area of the game where I usually use my Trainz series. I usually try to make my own custom scenes, but sometimes it's a little bit hard for me to do, but it's a bit hard trying to save though. But anyways, I have to say, I'm really happy I wanted to show you guys about this tutorial of how I use faces in Trainz 2 when they're moving or when they're in idle positions. If you're wondering how I use the faces in idle positions, I usually take a screenshot and put the faces on the front of the smoke box. Or in case of a diesel, I usually put it on the front. Just like any other Thompson Friends thing would be. And that's pretty much it of this tutorial. If you guys liked this video, tell me what you think in the comments. I hope you guys liked it. And this has been behind the scenes of how the faces are on the front of a locomotive in Trainz 2. And I'll see you guys later. And see you later, guys. This is Trainz signing out.